What's going on, guys? 2012 Kia Sportage. It's got about 68,000 miles on it. I just bought it. We're going to change the oil. I don't know. It's got a fresh oil change sticker on the windshield. It says it still has a couple thousand miles before it's due, but I don't know where it was done, who did it, what type of oil they used. But I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to switch it out today with Mobile 1. It calls for 5W20. I would typically change that to 530, but these Kia engines are real sensitive anyway, and to keep the lifetime warranty that Kia has under the Kia agreement settlement, I need to make sure that I keep records and use the correct oil. And then I got the filter. We'll go ahead and change out the air filter. I haven't even looked at it, but we'll change it out anyway. Let's see, I've never changed the oil on a Kia before, but should be pretty basic. First thing, let's get the front end off the ground a little bit so we can get under it. All right, so we got it raised up. You got to be careful putting some cars on ramps, raising the front end, because the oil pan, if you have the bolt directly in the bottom of the oil pan, sometimes the oil will go to the back of that plug and you'll miss a little bit draining it. But this Kia actually has the plug on the very back of the oil pan, so it's perfect raising the front end. We should get all of the old oil out. I'm going to let the car sit for about 30-45 minutes, get all that oil draining back into the pan, and then we'll get started. All right, so I think we're ready. The oil drain pan is a 17 millimeter. I checked that. And then I like to crack my oil cap. I don't know if that helps it drain better or not. Got the oil pan. And let me get a light. You see this cover here? You can get to everything without taking this cover off, it appears. There's the oil pan under the engine. And there's a service port right there, but you can get to the oil plug. And then the oil filter is right here on the front of the engine. Well, this looks like it may have had a cover here at one time. Mine doesn't have a cover, but at any rate, there's the oil filter. It wasn't very tight. I mean, it was tight enough. You never want to over tighten these oil plugs. So whoever changed the oil, I appreciate that. And that oil is clean. It's probably good oil, but I'm sure it's conventional. And I've ran synthetic oil in my cars for the last 10 years or more. Alright, so we got most of it drained out. I went in and ate lunch while it was draining, so I just let it drain. Snug that up, not too tight. Let's clean that up so we'll know if we have any leaks later on. It's moving. It was on there about like it should have been. I didn't have to use an oil filter wrench on it. Now we'll see how messy this is going to be. Pretty messy. There's pretty much no way to avoid that. You could use a plastic bag or something. But it is what it is. I'm gonna let that drain a little bit and then we'll clean this up. So with the oil filter, I like to pour a little oil in the filter before I put it on the car. And I'm about to make a mess, so let's do it this way. And then, as many of you know, take your little oil and put around that gasket. Always check your other oil filter to make sure that the old one has the gasket on there. Sometimes that gasket can stick on your engine and then you'll double ring it, and that's not good. I also like to reach up to my surface on my engine to make sure it's clean. Make sure there are no debris up there before I put this old one or the new one back on. Alright, so that's hand tight. I'm going to clean all this up, clean my hands up, get everything nice and dry. Then I'm going to do about a quarter to a half a turn on it. Just with my hands, no tools. I'm no expert, but I would say one of the most common things in people changing their own oil is over tightening that oil filter. You get it on there too tight and you can compress that gasket too much. Okay. That's it. That's tight enough. All right, we're ready for topside now. Make sure you have a clean funnel. According to the owner's manual, it's 4.8 U.S. quarts. This is 5 quarts. This should be about it. Alright, we're going to crank it up and back it off of the ramps, and then we'll let it set for a few minutes and then check the oil level. Alright, it has set for about 30 minutes. It's actually it's between the low and full mark, but it's closer to the low. So we're going to put a little bit more in it. I mean, 4.8 is right at 5 quarts, but it probably wouldn't hurt to put all 5 quarts in it, but I'm not going to. See if that raised it any. Probably hadn't had time to get to the pan yet. Yep, that put it right at the full mark. I'm sure there's some still making it to the pan, so we'll call them that good. Alright, so one more thing. Let's change the air filter. Here's the new one. And it's just right here in front of your battery. There's just 4 buckles. It appears to be all there is to it. You can just lift the old one out. And it looks, well, it needs it. You see there? There's some junk in there. And then we just slide the new one in. It's only one way it can go. Make sure it's seated properly. Just buckle everything back up. And that's it. See those buckles down there? 4 of them. All right, folks, that is a wrap on the oil change. Getting ready to take a trip with it. Doing about 3 states here over the July 4th holidays, seeing family. So we'll put about 2,000 to 2,500 miles on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up and see you next time.